Hare Krishna, welcome to my channel Moonlight here. Whenever we talk about teachers or gurus or a coach, we get to know that we are talking about Jupiter. But remember, the more strict the teacher, the more successful the students will be. And the strict teacher is Shani Dev Saturn. And a special event is going to take place that Saturn is going to retrograde for 4 months and 20 days. It's usually a normal thing, but this time Saturn is sitting in its office, that is the sign of Aquarius, which is its Mool Trikona sign. And this is happening approx after 30 years. That's why it's a special event. And we are going to talk about how this will affect our lives. From 17th June to 4th November, Saturn is retrograding. Before coming to the results, let's talk about Saturn in brief. Om Sam Sanicharaya Namaha. Saturn is the son of Sun and Chaya. The real wife of Lord Suryadeva is Sanjana. She was unable to handle the glory and the brilliance of the sun. She decides if she has to live with him happily, she must become better or equal to him. So without informing the sun, she goes to tapasya on Lord Shiva. For her shadow, Chaya, she created a Mayavi Roop, which is a duplicate of herself named as Chaya, and sends her to carry out her responsibilities as wife of Lord Suryadev in her absence. After that, the sun and Chaya gave birth to a child named Shani, Saturn. So this is the story, but somewhere Balram and Revati were also called as the parents of Shani, Saturn. Also, many people believe Saturn is one of the avatar of Lord Krishna, because when Lord Krishna talks about planets, he says, "In planets I am Saturn." That's why Krishna Bhakti is important for Shani also. The same way, people call goddess Kali as the sister of Shani, because they both are Kala, which means past, present, and future, all are in them. If we talk about retrograde, we can relate the story of Lord Ganesha's head. How Lord Shiva decapitated Ganesha's head in anger, and also after that he became Lord Ganesha actually. Also, the goddess Sati story is related because of Saturn retrograde. But every time Saturn retrograde, it shows a big tragedy. Symbolism is difficulty. Results always shows betterment and it gives respect. But don't feel scared of all that stories, because we should always learn from our Vedic scriptures. When the head of Ganesha decapitated, then only he became Lord Ganesha and got all his powers. And goddess Sati took rebirth, and finally she was allowed to live happily with Lord Shiva as Parvati. Saturn is actually to make us learn more and achieve good things. But as we all know, he is the righteous and punishes those who follow the path of evil and betrayal. And these powers Saturn got from Lord Shiva. Shiva gave the power to Saturn to act as a judge to people without any discrimination. On the basis of karma, Saturn works. Saturn is not a bad planet, and it will not act bad if you're working hard. In the same way, there is a story of retrograde Saturn. To save humanity from calamity and destruction, Shiva chose to consume the entire poison and thus drank it. His wife goddess Parvati was alarmed and she gripped her husband's neck with both hands in order to stop the poison from reaching his stomach. But some of the poison fell down, which came in scorpion and many other insects, and many lords helped Lord Shiva and drank a small amount of poison. The same way Saturn did, but it reacted to Saturn. The way it reacted in his body, he started walking in reverse, and that's how he retrogrades. So all these were references. Now let's talk about what Saturn do. First, wherever Saturn sits, check you are not making any mistakes related to that house. Keep checking your path and you are choosing the right path or not. Whether it's third aspects, wherever it goes, so you need to do hard work related to that house. And where its seventh aspect is coming, there you have to make balances between ups and downs. Don't betray anyone. And where 10th aspects are going, where you have to sacrifice related to that house, that particular house. With that retrograde, results will turn out to be good if you work on this. Okay, we are going to talk on the basis of your moon sign as well as ascendant sign. Now let's see what's special retrograde Saturn is bringing for you. Now let's see the results for the Capricorn sign. So for Moon Capricorn people, Sadisati is there and now it's retrograding. The third aspect is at your 4th house. Saturn's aspect are at your 8th and 11th. Saturn is retrograding in the house of money and family. Some hardship will be there for money, but again, small hardship can turn a big amount of money. You need to do hard work. Recheck your money sources whether you are on right path or not. Complete your duties. Try to check whether you are using all the things to improve your work. Give your 100%. Also try to speak sweetly with family and take care of your family also. Don't fight at home. If you're planning to buy jewelry, think twice. Also think twice for money also. Eat healthy and focus on your family also. Now its aspect is at your 4th house. Here the aspect is debilitated. It is possible some arguments and some fights can family can happen. Try to take care of your family. This also shows you can go far away from the place where you were born. Take care of your mother's health. Traveling opportunity would be there. Any old journeys that you planned years ago can take place. Fights with friends also. It may be possible that your expectations can be hurt. Just like Sri Ram, when he went to Vanvas, he was lonely. Only Lakshman was with him, so don't worry about your loneliness. The way Ramchandra ji dealt with the situation, do the same. Don't complain about your problems and try to find a solution. Hard work is important for real estate also. Some delays can happen. Now let's see your 8th house. Here you need to think twice if you're thinking of buying any real estate. Fights with in-laws are there. Try to maintain balance with the relationship of in-laws. If you're into spirituality, then it will show your best results to become more spiritual. Take care of your health. Minor health issues can be there. Any inherited disease can cause issues. Psychic mind. Also, this shows some tax insurance, so you can gain from these things. Benefits from spirituality are there. If you are into research, then this is the best time. If you make an interest in, if you make any start doing any hidden learning, then also it's a good. Gains from 8th house related would be always with you. Now let's see the 11th house. Here there can be delay in gains, but when you'll gain, that gains would be stable. Try not to betray others. Respect elders. In if in your birth chart Saturn is placed in a good position, then this can give you lots of gains and new friends, meeting new people, meeting new connection, and making new friends would be there. Whatever you'll do, you'll gain from that. But yes, Saturn is also a slow planet. Try not to rush into things, and that would give you a best results. Things would be late but stable, but minor change in thoughts and difference of opinions would be there with friends and elder siblings. Try not to fight. You can give too much to others, but you'll get less from their side. So that's all, guys. For remedies, you can do Lord Hanuman's puja. Okay, that's all, guys. Hare Krishna. If you guys need any personal reading or chart analysis, you guys can message me directly on Instagram. Hare Krishna.